Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to share with you our recent trip to London. I have to say we had the best time, and I want to thank just the people of London for just how amazing they were to us when we were there. Everybody was so eager to help us if we had any questions. They were excited that we were excited, and every single place that we went, just the people who worked there were absolutely amazing. So we went to London for 9 days, and we went to celebrate our 10-year wedding anniversary. And also, it was our first time not having our children with us. So it was very awkward for us. We kind of didn't know what to do with ourselves for a little bit, but we ended up figuring it out very quickly. So on our first day, we really didn't take very many pictures because we went to the National Gallery. Unfortunately, the National Portrait Gallery was closed because it's undergoing renovations. That was on me. I should have looked that up. But I have to say, when I was in the National Gallery, we didn't take any pictures because we were just truly taken in all the amazing artists that are hanging on the walls of that beautiful place. Um, I met some really great curators while I was there, and I can't wait to go back because, you know, you I've seen the paintings, but it's always good to go back and take a second look or take a third look and really just enjoy the talent and the artistry. That was our first day. Our second day, we decided to go to St. Paul's Cathedral. And that was amazing. I got to sit in the seat of the Queen, so that was one of the highlights of my trip. It was so, I don't know. I think some people probably think that's nothing, but to me, I was like, oh my god, she sat here. I mean, she's such an icon. And then from there, my husband said, let's climb up to the top. And I was like, okay, no problem. I'm not an athletic person at all. And I don't know what it is, but they listed how many steps to the top. And I don't know why I thought that 528 was not that much, especially when you're going like in a spiral all the way up. But I did it. And I wish that we would have recorded it because my commentary the entire way up had everybody around us cracking up laughing. And they were telling my husband, like, she is so funny. And my husband's like, yeah, but she's serious with what she's saying. So we made it to the top, and the views were absolutely breathtaking. At the end of this video, I am going to insert photos that we took while we were there. But it's something that I will never forget. I definitely recommend going to the top of St. Paul's Cathedral and instead of doing the London Eye. We didn't do the London Eye. I don't like cramped spaces. And I didn't like the fact that it was probably going to be like an hour-long wait. I didn't want to do that. It was really expensive. Not that we couldn't do it. We just made the conscious decision that we could get better views for free. And then from there, we were gonna go to Tower of London, but by the time we had finished with St. Paul's Cathedral, because I wanted to see every inch of it, it was kind of late in the day. So we decided that we were gonna go over to Tower Bridge instead. Mistake. More stairs. And that my husband did get a photo of, and you can just see just the exhaustion on my face because it was another 200 and something steps all the way to the top. But again, the views were amazing, and I think are better than going on the London Eye. And then after that, we concluded our day, and I tried gelato for the first time, and it was amazing. And then I found McDonald's, and my husband was like, why are you going to go to McDonald's in England? And I was like, I don't know, I just kind of want to see if it's different. And I went in, and I was so mad because you guys have snack wraps. The Chipotle barbecue snack wraps. They're discontinued in America. We don't get them. So, funny thing is, every single day of our trip, I made my husband go and get me at least one. I had to eat one snack wrap a day, and I had to have gelato every single day. It was amazing. My husband absolutely loved the Indian food that he got while he was there. I didn't have any because I have a bad allergy to coconut, and we just weren't comfortable taking the risk. Because I'm sure they would have accommodated that, but I wasn't prepared to take the risk in a foreign country without my doctors. I'm sure the doctors at the NHS are absolutely brilliant, but I just had really bad anxiety about it. The next day, my husband is a big food person, so we went over to Borough Market. Ugh. It's overwhelming, but the smells and the people, and it was amazing. The smells, you couldn't decide what you wanted to eat at all. Good luck with that. So that there was that. And then I got this cup of strawberries, the freshest strawberries I think I've ever had. And they put this amazing milk chocolate over it, and it wasn't too much. It was just the right amount. Amazing. I wish I could go back just to get that. My husband ate everything. Anything he could possibly eat, he went for it. Then from there, we went to the Tower of London. And I think if my husband was here, he would agree with me that the Tower of London was our favorite place to go. We spent almost the whole day at the Tower of London. So much to see, so much history. If you do go there, I definitely recommend taking the tour with the yeoman. They are so funny. We had a yeoman, and his name was Basher Briggs. I love him. I wanted to take him home. He was so funny. He actually is going to be serving at the coronation, and he stood guard over the late Queen's coffin, and he said that was the biggest honor of his life, was to do that for her. He said to my husband later on, "Your wife knows so much about our history. I was so impressed. I would like to invite you as guests of mine to attend the ceremony of the keys," which I didn't even know was a thing. And I was like, "Oh, I know all about the Tower of London." No, I don't. I definitely recommend, if you are going to go to England, that you do attempt to get your name on the list to go to attend this. You can't film it. You can't take any videos, which I can understand. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I appreciate the fact that they don't let you take videos, because you get to just fully immerse yourself in this, military ceremony that has been going on for 700 years. They have not missed a day. They were late one time. It was during the Blitz, and the Tower of London had been hit, and they were injured, and unfortunately one yeoman lost his life. They sent a letter over to the king. The king, obviously very understanding, and then 2 hours later they held ceremony of the keys. So they've never missed a day, which amazing. We also got to see ceremony of the word, which I think I was just enamored my entire time in London. I think I just walked around with a permanent smile attached to my face. We went to Windsor Castle, and I don't know why, for someone who absolutely loves the royals, absolutely loves history, on an everyday basis, I would know that this is not something that you could do. But I don't know why, when I went to Windsor Castle, that I thought you could just walk freely amongst anywhere. I mean, not in the castle, but in the grounds. Yeah, no, you can't do that. I was like, yeah, no, I thought you could walk by here. And they were like, no. I was like, oh. So it was kind of disappointing. My husband thought it was absolutely hysterical. He goes, really? You didn't know that? I'm like, I think I did. I think I let my excitement get the best of me. The one place that I would say that I was extremely disappointed in was Hampton Court. The gardens were beautiful. The architecture, uh, on part, like nobody can compete with it. It's amazing, and the mixture of the two worlds. You know, you have Henry VIII's part of the castle, and then you have the Georgian part of the castles, and it's absolutely beautiful. But I was not impressed with the information. There wasn't a guided tour, and I had to, you know, kind of give my husband a tour because he doesn't know any of this stuff. So that's the one place I will say that I was very disappointed. I wish it would have been different. As for Kensington Palace, sorry for like the long pause. There's so much to remember. As for Kensington Palace, wow. We got to see the Crown to Couture, which was amazing. We got to see Blake Lively's dress that she wore at the Met Gala, which, I mean, Blake Lively could wear, just like Princess Catherine could wear a burlap sack and make it look like Dior 2025 couture. I spent a lot of money on souvenirs, but my prized possession would be that I got a copy of the Coronation souvenir program. We bought this at Windsor Castle. I was so excited because I couldn't find it in any of the stores near our hotel. And, you know, it's so insightful, and, you know, you realize that Charles is going to be a king of his people, and I think you can already see that with the way that the coronation is going. So I really liked that, and I bought a tote bag from Windsor in honor of the coronation, and then we also got a little keychain from the coronation, and I bought this coin from Windsor. I also bought one that's in commemoration of the coronation, but a few of my clients wanted to see it, so it's in my work kit, and I actually need to take it out because I don't want anything to happen to that. And then, of course, we went over to Fordham & Mason's, and I saw this, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna buy it. It's not practical. I'll probably never use it, but I'm buying it. My husband was not happy. He was like, why are you buying all this stuff? Your luggage barely made it on the plane. I was like, yeah, it's okay. I'll throw away clothes to keep this. If you do want these, Fordham & Mason does have this, I believe, on their website, as well as a ton of other coronation memorabilia. So I definitely recommend looking on there. I don't know where you can get this in America. That's my thing. I don't know if you can buy this on the Fordham & Mason website. I don't know if you can buy this at M&S. I don't know if the, you know, Historic Royal Palaces is selling it. So I knew that while I was over there, I definitely needed to get one. Although I have so many people who have been absolutely amazing to me, who have offered to send me things, who actually have sent me things, and were like, no, I just wanted to do this for you, and that was so nice. And I can't even thank you guys enough. Like, it just means the world to me to see people being kind to one another, and, you know, it's not something we see. So the hotel that we stayed at when we were there was the Lancaster Gate Hotel, which it was fantastic. We had a buffet breakfast every morning. We were like maybe a 2-3 minute walk from Kensington Gardens and Hyde Park, so that was really great. It was about a 10-minute walk to Paddington Station, and then you had Baywater tube station, Earling Court, so there were a lot of tube stations around this hotel. Would I stay back at the hotel again? Probably not, just due to amenities. There were things that I kind of wish the room had that it didn't, and, you know, first world problems. But the staff at this hotel was fantastic. So if you, like, don't really need a lot of amenities, this is a good hotel for you, and it was a really good price. If anybody has any other hotel suggestions, I definitely recommend it. Getting around London was the easiest thing I think we ever did. The tube station is so easy to get through. I definitely recommend, if you're going to do it, to do the contactless payment and make sure you're using the same card for getting on and getting off. You don't want to switch payments because then you could actually be charged like the higher price. Download City Mapper. That was definitely really good. I feel like I'm rambling at this point, so I'm gonna say goodbye. If anybody has any questions about their upcoming trip going to London, definitely reach out to me if I missed something, and I'll definitely answer in the comments. But yeah, so I'm gonna put some photos at the end of this video so you guys can see them and see the amazing time that we had, and definitely look out for that picture because I have a picture of me with the strawberries, and I knew I was forgetting something. The funny story. There's two funny stories that I knew that I needed to put in here. One, when we were in St. Paul's Cathedral, we realized that London was not built for my husband. We went up and he went up perfectly fine. But on the way down, he was walking in front of me because he was like, I don't want you to fall. You know, I'm just gonna walk in front of you. I need you to be safe. My husband is amazing. He's like the sweetest man on the planet. And he went to go walk down, and I don't know what happened to the width of the stairwell, but it got small and my husband like couldn't walk through like normal. He had to like scrunch his shoulders in just so he can get down and like turn kind of to the side. I'll definitely insert that photo because I thought that was the funniest thing. The second funny story, we went to Windsor Castle. We toured St. George's Chapel, and while we were there, I was, talking to my husband and telling him, just basically rambling about all the information that I knew. And this American family in front of us turned and she was like, oh, you seem to know a lot. Can I ask you a question? And I said, yeah, of course. No problem. And so she started asking me all these questions and I'm answering her and I'm giving her the history and I'm telling her. And then this French family overheard, and the dad took his headphones off and he started asking me questions. And as we're walking, I'm like, oh, and this is this and this is this. And my husband was like, he was so good. He abided by like all the rules, because you cannot take pictures in Windsor Castle and you cannot take pictures in St. George's Chapel at all whatsoever. None. So he couldn't get it on video, but he left there and he was laughing so hard because he was like, you don't even work here and you just gave a tour of St. George's Chapel to about 13 people. He's like, and I'm not even including myself. He's like, it was the funniest thing. And then one of the guides came over later and was like, you should work here. I listened to you and you were saying things that I didn't even know. So that was something that was really funny that we went through. That we'll probably laugh about forever. So thank you so much for tuning in. The next video will be coming very soon, and it's going to cover all of the coronation, the drama, the fun, the crazy things that are being said, and I hope you tune in for that. But thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy our pictures, and I will see you soon. Bye!